Some college volleyball action with Rock Valley hosting Spoon River in the Rock Valley tournament. At the start of the first set, Spoon River snappers came out swinging as Lyric Edgerl placed this ball just out of reach. Golden Eagles came right back, though, with the Harlem grad, Brooke Boetcher, with the momentum swinging kill. And how about the placement on this set from Jakaya Smith to Aaliyah Butler? Snappers trailing big time, but they dish it to the right side. Colette Slow with the great cross-court kill. However, Spoon River struggled immensely against the Golden Eagles defense. Look at the Harlem grad Boetcher getting the big block. And RVC's offense keeps rolling. Bria Johnston on the outside with the punishing hit. Johnson is also a Harlem grad, and the Huskies are dominating at RVC. Rock Valley takes down Spoon River in a quick 3 sets, led by a powerful offense for their 4th straight win to win the tournament.